So I'm now at 109 hours of fasting with just love and alcohol and water. Slaying demons, parasites, and just activating my system, pushing myself, pushing the limit of the human body. And there's a lot of study that came out about the fact that it is a good thing to stimulate your brain to think faster, to slow down aging, and to really like restart and cleanse your body, especially purging parasites. If you don't know what parasites are, it's actually demons, in fact, in the Bible. So that's why in the Bible it would say that we should pray and fast. Praying is very powerful too. I have been praying also with my fasting, and it's a good way to be more conscious, more present in the moment. I feel like every time I fast, I'm more like focused, more connected to myself, less disconnected, and I'm more aware of how lucky I am to be alive, to have this physical life, to be able to see, to touch, to smell, to eat, to have food, to have a place to live, to have people that I love, that loves me. And when I am at the point of eating, I feel so grateful of the food that I have in front of me. I do prayers and I thank God, I thank this world for giving me this food. So it brings me more like aware and conscious and grateful for the food that I have on my plate. So I honestly, after almost 5 days, I would tell you that the most is the craving, because what I'm learning now is to detach of being a modern slave. So I've been reprogramming my entire self, my entire brain, my cells, my body. Now I'm fully in control of myself. And so what they are able to do today with all the new study and information, knowledge that is being released, we're able to come up with new conclusion and to advance and to evaluate in this world. And so we're discovering that there's a technology that exists that is able to choose what memories someone could think about. Brainwashing comes from there. So it's like people that accept contracts and they surveil a person, doing a neurological control on them with equipment, psychotronic, electronic harassment, and also like collective rape, satellite terrorism. So they go to a point where, in my case, so it's all like the fraud in the banks of people, reporting everyday fraud, crimes, the criminality went up. So there's different type of serial killers, there's different types of crimes, there's different type of human trafficking, in person or from a distance, with wireless equipment, able to target one person that is standing up, that is bringing truth, light, that is able to reprogram themselves and detach of being a modern slave.
So now that you know your power, you might become a threat, not because you're a bad person, but because your awakening is able to awaken other people around you. And this is how we are able to come together and be free of this mental slavery.
Going out of this slavery, because we're learning also that our birth certificate that we have when we are born are worth of millions of dollars, and all of us, we will be serving to pay the government debt. So they are harvesting our data every day. Everything we think about, all of the knowledge we receive, our heart is full of wisdom from our ancestors from really far away. And this is what they are collecting. Cloning is a real thing. It's not that they physically clone you. They do this remotely with equipment, with a lot of higher technology that is still hidden because they use this for population control. And it's not for the good of anyone. They do this for very selfish reasons. They do this for control, power, money. They have no humanity in them. And their goal, their agenda is to neurologically control the entire population. And this is why we had the biggest mass awakening, spiritual awakening all over the world. So what happened is that, first of all, a lot of people underestimated this awakening, the neuroscience manifestation and how it changed everything. And this person that wrote this book is a surgeon of brain. So I want to do my yoga certification in Bali to be a yoga teacher. And I had my confirmation with this book because now I see clearly that there's link with science and spirituality. And so he's doing an exercise of meditation in his book, and he talks about yoga, he talks about meditation. So there's link with science, the science of our brain, with yoga, manifestation, awakening. And he talks about the fact that we have to reprogram ourselves in a way, and we have to kind of stay positive because our thoughts shapes our life. So what happened when you no longer have satanic people harvesting your person, making money out of you, abusing your powers and monitoring your life? What happens is you go out of this, you detach yourself of this programming, and you are aware. You have awareness, clarity, enlightenment, like Jesus did, a Kundalini awakening, a DNA activation, and you are now allowed to be aware, coming out of a coma. You have been asleep your entire life, and now you come out of this coma and you take back control over yourself, and you realize that you are not your thoughts, you are not your body, but you are your consciousness, you are your soul, your spirit. You are an energy in a body, a vessel, a tool used to be a messenger of God, of Allah, of whatever is your God. So, and then you find purpose, your soul mission, all the baggages, knowledge you were born with before society, your family made you silent, chose that you should not say that you should not behave a certain way. You come back your true self. You purge childhood traumas. You cry and let go of all of this accumulation, because we are truly sensitive beings. And this is what happened for me. I cried rivers and oceans 5 years ago in my living room and in a meditation state, doing a light language that no one can truly understand. And I was able to connect deeply with my younger self, travel in time, and promising myself that I would never take myself for granted again. And this world is a quantum sentient world, so it works with the frequencies of authenticity. They are able to tune into your thoughts. They are able to use your data, your thoughts, your past against you. And this is why a lot of people are accepting contracts, because They are threatened by those people with higher technology that are able to surveil them in their house. They know what they eat. They know in all times what's happening with them, and they are being threatened. So they come up to them, like, you know, in the movies when they hire terrorists. So it can be in all different ways. But this is what I'm finding out. So they are coming to the person and they are saying to them, we know what you're doing. We know what you did in your past. So you will have to do what we say or we expose you. And so they start working like slaves for people that are in this population control of arresting, controlling, making money out of people suiciding, people dying, people getting sick, and also, like I mentioned before, we should not be getting sick. The universal laws in this universe, no human being should get sick. We are miraculous machines, and this is why this non-organic technology that is now in the hands of the wrong people is using it to make people sick. Also, we could live a lot longer if they were not manipulating this technology to slow down the human being. So, with that being said, I could talk and I could say a lot of things, but I just had a type of energy around me threatened by what I'm saying that just interfered with my thoughts. So same thing that what I've learned is that we are like computers, okay? So all the data that we have inside of us, we can never forget about it. So Alzheimer and all of this, in fact, is not actually true. Like we have this synthetic telepathy, non-organic technology. So what they're able to do, and this guy, I will use this example. This guy really said it in, not in a good way, but I will repeat the words of this guy from Miami, the United States. So he said that he was able to see aliens, UFOs, and weird things. And there's a group of people that came and they were able to use their powers and make him forget about what he just saw. So think about so this is a bit what happens. So the guy, if he is awakened, if he did his spiritual awakening, this is what happened, and the message of the Holy Spirit from God, all the messages I have been receiving, this is what they were telling, is all those perverted people that will abuse their powers and come after your awakening, what happens is they will lose their time because you are detached of the matrix now. So even if they want to brainwash you, even if they want to not remove because they're not able to remove memories or data, they're only able to froze or to slightly, for a little bit of time, remove this idea. And then of course you're not gonna stand for 5 minutes to wait for your idea to come back. It's like we all have that, but this idea will always continue. They are not able to still idea. They're only able to manipulate the brain, manipulate the body. But an awakened person that reprogram his entire self, relearn to walk, to behave in this new world of technology, they are not able to do so much. They're able to make that person suffer. They're able to use their psychotronic equipment, electronic harassment, V2K skull technology, laser beam, wireless dust, and a lot more things. Accepting contracts, because most of those people, like this game, Squid Game, this new series that I just recently watched, opened my eyes to the fact that there is disparate people in this world with big death that took money from the wrong people, and now they are entering sick games in order to get out of this, to pay off their debt, they are coming into killers. So they are starting to kill people. So it really, really opened my eyes that there's for sure a lot of serial killers, desperate people in death with a corrupted past, and that people that have no humanity, disconnected completely from who they are, and they're willing to do absolutely everything for money. Not to forget those perverted individuals that are addicted to be gang stalkers because they have perversions of watchers. So there's a lot of things that we are discovering. And the Army of Angels, I started this in 2021 when I received the first electroshock, first psychotronic torture, electronic harassment, laser beam, satellite terrorism, and more higher technology that those people have been accepted to do. So contracts that they've been accepted because of many different reasons. Like a serial killer, why they would want to target someone, why they are killing someone. The list of reasons is long, and there's no one that deserves to go through this inhuman programming. So this is why I'm standing up and talking about this since 2021, because I received electroshock for the first time in my apartment. And since then, they have been terrorizing me, leaving me scars on my body. I had to hide in my fridge. I cried in pain, not able to sleep. They have been going on my body like if I'm an object, doing electronic harassment, cyber intimidation. The list is too long. And so I'm doing this because I know a lot of people are scared, and I'm fearless. I'm truly fearless. And this purpose that I found in me doing my meditation, this woman I saw, this woman here, she made me cry with all my heart. And it was similar to the pain, the cry that I had 10 years ago when I promised to never eat animal again after watching documentary of the industry of meat. Comparing it in my last presentation before I get graduated from my college, I compared the Holocaust to the industry of meat with disturbing pictures where people were being gassed in gas chamber, and the treatment is absolutely disgusting. So now I'm finding out that not only we have been doing this to animals, but that we have been doing this to human beings, our own kinds of people coming against each other. Some of our cowards, desperate, perverted, have pulsions of serial killers, whatever the reason is, and they are walking among us. So all those awakened people, when they find this purpose, they walk in their authenticity, in the highest form of frequencies, and they're no longer in shame, in guilt, in like vengeance, rage. They are rising their frequencies, and they are able to no longer be slaves, but they are able to emit the most powerful frequencies from their heart, emitting the frequencies of love, of higher consciousness, of openness. They are now able to think outside of the cube, outside of this simulation. And so this purpose that they have, that they were born with, this soul mission, is becoming higher than their own life. So there's not one terrorist, there's no one that can silence them. And because their purpose, what they were born with, was to raise the consciousness of people and to stop the mass destruction of the planet. So you cannot silence them, you cannot corrupt them, you cannot stop them. You will only be able, like this movie, Avatar, those Flintstones with all those technology in their hands, tools, attacking, terrorizing this beautiful creature in the sea, because what's inside of them is worth millions of dollars. This is what is happening. You are worth millions of dollars, and there's no price. There's no price to no one. And this is why they're doing what they're doing, because your life is worth a lot more than you can think. So it's time that we stand up. We have progressed, we have advanced, and this life is a school to learn, to move forward, to evaluate, to advance, to bring your consciousness to an higher level so you can end up being blindfolded and be able to see with your eyes closed what are those people remotely spying on you. You're able to do portrait for law enforcement that are not corrupted in investigation to dismantle criminal organization, human trafficking, and more in this worldwide genocide that has been happening for way too long. Like this lady that I mentioned before, she made me cry my heart out, just like when I promised myself 10 years ago I would not eat animals anymore. I felt touched because I feel that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I got kidnapped for 3 days. And God, when I was entering the psychiatric place in person on my own will after receiving electroshock for 1 week, being naive and thinking that they were here to help and to tell me what's going on, they just abuse their powers. And there's no coincidence why people are on medication, why people are suiciding, why people are getting more sick, is because there's a problem. There's a problem in this programming, and we are solving it today. That you want it or not, people are coming together in all positions all over the world, and they are not like they used to be in the past. They're smarter, they're able to see beyond the illusion, they are able to see the master manipulation, they're able to have more knowledge, they are able to see this new technology that has been hidden, they are able to be fearless, to walk in their authenticity, to talk their truth, to be in their purpose, enlightenment, to have clarity, and to use their pineal gland, DNA activation, to be able to slow down their aging, to progress, to be healthy, to survive longer, to live longer. And this is all possible today. And so I'm only talking my truth. And today we are January 15, 2025. And my name is Amelia. I'm protected here because my help is needed in this world. And now I know why. I'm here to raise the consciousness of people and stop the mass destruction of the planet. I am a mother. I am a mother of the freedom movement, the army of angels. I am a visionary, a writer, a singer, an artist, a lover, a peacemaker. And I'm only speaking truth, and I will be speaking truth in court, in international court, all over the world, coming with other targeted individuals, coming with victims, coming with people that survived inhuman terror, people that have died from heart attacks, people that are solidar, people that have been abused by this programming in the healthcare system, people that have quit their jobs because they notice negligence, they notice corruption from doctors, from the list is long. You see what I'm saying. So the list is very, 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 very long. And so I'm not just alone in this. And like the video that I just made, all this torture, electronic warfare, electronic harassment, terrorizing on mass population, killing innocent people in this human trafficking, harvesting our forests and harvesting the human beings, neurologically controlling them, has been happening for hundreds of years and more. This is nothing new. And not everyone are aware of it. And this is why people go to the hospital and the doctors are not able to know what's going on with them, because it's a non-organic technology that is manipulated. Like Bill Gates said 20, 30 years ago, the next danger for humanity will be a man-lab elaborated weapon that is now in the hands of the wrong people. And this is
So
why
my work has been targeted also, and for those reasons I was able to notice how they manipulate this technology into stealing the jobs and not replacing it. So in the mental war that we live in the spiritual war, in a war on consciousness, it's very important to have clarity and to decalcify your pineal gland. And the best way to do this is to have a good quality water, good food, and to work out, to see good people. So removing the fluor and all the chemicals from your water, heavy metal detox is key. Also doing long fast and listening to your body is very important.
in my business, I have a website where I sell medical machine that I have here that I've been using for 2 years. This water filter is used in Japan in hospital to remove the chlorine, the chemicals, and that is slowing down the aging process. A lot of people have testimony, has been speaking about it. It has helped them with diseases, with a lot of things, because after all, we are made of 70% of water. So it makes sense that you drink quality water. It's not the quantity of water that you drink, it's how you utilize the water. Also, what just launched this year, no coincidence, because we are allowed to do more awareness on targeted individuals, satellite terrorism, human trafficking, the war, disaster, directed weapon energy, and all of this. So I also, the company that I work for, I'm a distributor that is having this website. Worldwide, you can purchase it. So they just launched this new product. It is to protect people in their houses, family in their houses, from the dangerous EMF radiation from the technology in the houses of people. So these little devices will tell you and could protect you in a very big perimeter. So it's amazing, and I'm very excited that I'm a part of this business, this project. I'm gonna work with this for the rest of my life, and you could too. So you can go on my Instagram here.
So this opportunity of work has been amazing for me because it was mostly for my health and also for an opportunity to make money online and travel the world and have a freedom. But what you have to know is that it is not pyramidal. It's actually the opposite. Because those who are entering the business, they are able to make more money than those who have been there for a very long time. So it's the same as a real estate company. And everyone works together and you can never be fired. You don't have any pressure.
You can message me curious, and you could potentially have a passive income that would be good for your health, and you could make money with it too, and give other people the hope of making more money too, for the highest good of everyone. So I think I will stop here. I am now at 110 hours of fasting. And what I wanted to say is that I'm a little bit hungry, yes.
So you have to be careful with fasting and understand that I have been training for 5 years, started with 12 hours intermittent fasting and went and did my way up with times.
So I'm gonna just go and do research on the fasting. I'm gonna make a few videos about the benefits, about the science, about the tricks that I have, because I've been training to do this for 4 years. So disclaimer, we're not all made the same. It's a mental war and you have to be mentally strong. And if you don't have clarity, enlightenment, if you don't have this pineal gland working, if you don't have this DNA activation, then it will be hard for you to notice all the darkness, all those non-organic synthetic things that are able to be directed at you, at your brain, at your body, at your soul. So it's important to be strong and to go within, do your meditation, prayers, open your heart, stay positive because your words are counted. And now I know why God was telling me this when I was young, to watch my words, but I didn't know that it was that important. So that's why now I wish everyone the best in all times. And I am just upgrading, advancing, very proud of me. And yes, so I love you. Peace.